Beautiful beings of the universe, welcome to now. I'll start this video with the beautiful goddess Tara for the divine protection from the evil demonic energies, and with Lord Buddha for the peace and the blessings. Because we live in times where you see chaos demons run around you, and though they might talk and pretend like they are nice and they are trying to be your friends, but truly you cannot just trust anybody at their face value. Just because somebody is smiling, just because somebody is being quiet, you know exactly what happens in the silence. In the silence, the demons plan out their plans of destruction, of spreading confusion, of spreading disbelief, of spreading unclarity. And what are you after is truth, not their ignorance, not their lies, not their bullshit blabbering, not the noise that these demons produce all the time. And that is intentionally kept around you so that you could not focus on the thing that is truly important for you. So for instance, if you're a musician and you are a singer or you're a guitarist, they would intentionally want to shut you up. They would intentionally want to show stuffs like, oh, that is not worth it. And this is not happening only to you. This has happened to everyone outside. The people, the reason that people choose to art and music and to spread their voice, to speak up the truth, is because there's an opposite energy that wants to suppress you. There's an opposite negative dark entities who are jealous of your power, who never ever wants you to truly understand how powerful you are. They want you just keeping all the time hanging on the edge so that you stay confused. And how they do that is just by misusing your empathy, your kindness. They think that your kindness is like a something that they can just play with, because anytime they are going to ask you for something, you would always say yes because you say that you're a giver. So it's important that you establish the boundaries. It's important that you should just let, whenever the truth wants to come out through your mouth, you must allow that to happen. And there's no way that you're going to keep yourself closed because of this thought that, well, if I just keep myself stopping from telling the truth, that is going to keep you safe. Because too many times this fear of safety is in turn going to put you inside your own cage. So like the story of the birds, that the birds were kept in a cage for a while, and then after the cage was left open, the door was open, but they would still not fly. Why? Because they were comfortable living inside that cage of food being served on the right time. They do not have to go outside and hunt for their own food. And if you keep choosing comfort, keep choosing to stay safe, because the world is not a safe place. And no matter whether you're trying to comply with the obedience of the darkness, that you should not have your say, you must not say what you need to say. It's not that you are going to be respected for hiding, for lying. Why do you think all these demons outside, they might be having lots more than you, but still they look so unhappy? Because happiness comes from truth. Now you might have a lot of stuffs and a lot of power, but if you are operating your life from the energy of truth, you're going to vibe different. You're going to shine different. Like I was at the gym yesterday, and all these demons, they start talking and laughing on my face, which is a very general thing. That's what these gangstalkers do. And then when I go out for my morning coffee, at that point in time, these people come and start making their face like, what? Because what the truly the message is, they want you to just give up on your journey of becoming awesome. That's all that is. And here's the thing, you're not even targeting any of the greatness stuffs externally. All that you are doing in the now moment, all that I do in any moment, is just to be staying honest to myself. If that moment tells me that I should be playing music, that I should be singing, that I should be dancing, that I should be just being the voice of truth, just be who you are unapologetically, they're going to come after you. They're always going to come after you. And probably that's the reason why you're being gang stalked. That's the reason why all of these demonic ass energies try and shop their vulgar shows which you don't want to see. Their ugly conversations which you fucking never ever want to hear, but they be just talking loud. Why? Because they want to put up a show. Because they are in competition with you. Mad as it may sound, because you're phenomenal, you are divine, and they are demons. And always there's this clash between the demons and the gods. And because they see the godly energy in you, they get so freaking mad. They get so mad the moment they see you shine, because they damn well know that you're the god, you're the goddess. And they're going to sometimes send out very confusing messages, like sometimes that would be about hate, about disgust, like showing you that you are, whatever you are saying or whatever you are doing is not important. Then other times they're going to try and be very extra nice and sugary to you, like to show, oh, okay, I care for you, I see you, see, I see you. And this is another tactic, this is another dark psychology which they use to control you. So now that they start acting nice, now they can secretly manipulate you into you not telling the truth of your own experience. So this is the way of the mind. This is the way of, because here's the thing, you're constantly going to come to your heart center with the different circumstances that life throws at you. And then you suffer, and then you come back to your heart center to see, okay, probably you just feel that the pain was too much of of them manipulating you, of them trying to play you like a puppet in their eyes, because they think that they have power, but they do not have power. Because if they truly had the power, why are they seeking so many people together? Why are so many against you? Because they know that you are chosen and you cannot be just broken with one instance. They know that you're strong. And strong not in the way that you have power. Strong just, this strength is about resilience. I'm not talking that you have a lot of external power or control. I'm just talking about resilience, just about you being yourself, you just being your original self unapologetically. And that is what triggers a lot of these demons. But on the other hand, there are also these godly angels who are helping you. There are also these people in angelic form who are there to support you. And they do not come, they may or may not come in front of your face, but those are secretly helping you. So don't think that it's only the enemies who play out against you. There is also an equal and opposite force of beautiful, good angelic beings who are there supporting for you, vouching for you. And why do they do that? Because they are themselves on the same path of truth. Because they are themselves resilient, they are themselves having a lot of integrity, they have themselves very high value and moral based compass, internal compass, through which they navigate their own life. These are the high quality people. And these people are your supporter. Not because you are fancy and you have this and that, but because they just see you for who you are. They can just vibe along with your beautiful higher state of consciousness because they are themselves very high at a conscious realm. And those are your vibe tribe. And these people have been helping you. These are your basically angels on the planet who has been sent to support you, to help you. No matter, you might have seen that suddenly your lot of haters just disappeared out of nowhere and you didn't even fight. But there are these angels who are working behind you. You don't know. I don't know who's fighting for me, who's vouching for me, who supports me, who defends me. But there's a higher power, and that higher power of the God's love operates through these divine beings. Because on this planet, we have got angels and we have got demons. So while the demons do what their demon lord tells them to do, the angels do what their angelic gods tell them to do. These are the people of light. These are the people of joy. These are the people of bliss, peace, and beauty. So you should just share your story, and you should just be yourself. Sharing your story, definitely, if you want to. And even if you don't, just being yourself in your day to day life. Because you might think life is not about performance, and I think so too, because I don't want to be performing, but because you are put on the spot being gang stalked, and since everybody's watching you, you better give it a good show because you owe to it. Because it's not because they are watching, but also because there is something in you that wanted to come out, and you were trying to hide your talents, you were trying to hide your gifts, which you thought personally that belongs to you, but truly that doesn't belong to you. You are just a source. If you were not born, that same song would have come through some other body. So while you were doubting yourself because you thought, I am not good enough, there's no I, there's just no I here. So just let whatever creativity comes through you, just give it birth. Just let it be born. As you do face the opposition, but you also feel the love energy, the energy of love, which is support, which is beauty, which is grace. You feel that. And that is true love. True love is not about you having to have somebody who buys stuff for you or you buy stuff for them. Love is respect in its pure essence. Somebody who doesn't respect you and who's giving you a lot of goodies, that's no use, because somebody who doesn't respect you does not love you in the first place. This is the entire mechanism of how humans operate. And somebody who's trying to manipulate you, somebody who's trying to control you, for sure sees you as a competition. So it's important that you stay authentic in this day and age, and not just this day and age, all of the times from the history. People who have been authentic, that's your vibe, that's your energy. That is the true currency. And what are you going to get out of this? You're going to be comfortable being you. And this, I think, is very difficult because too many people, they don't like themselves. They don't like themselves because they cannot accept themselves as who they are. And that's why their mind is all the time externally turned. That these are the narcissists, these are the gang stalkers, these are the people who laugh at you at gym. Because their life is so internally fucked up. Because their life is so messed up, all they do is portray their dramas onto you. And here's the thing, you need not fight any of them. Because when you get down at that level and you start to fight, it's like throwing stone in the mud. All of that mud is going to splash back at you. And you don't want that. You don't want to make yourself dirty. When you do not respond back to the negativity of the people, that energy goes back to them. So just stay unbothered. Let people do mean stuffs on or whatever they try to do. When you don't respond, their negativity goes back to them. That was the lesson that Buddha said to his disciples when his younger brother Ananda asked Buddha that, why didn't you get upset with the person he was trying to hit you and throw stones at you? Because you are teaching good and he does not like the truth to be told. And then he also came and spit on him. And Buddha did not react. And the next day, that same man came and he felt so guilty and he fell at Buddha's feet. And what did Buddha respond? He responded, "Why are you falling at my feet?" Then he said, "Because I threw stone at you yesterday and I abused you and I spit on you." But Buddha said, "I've forgotten that yesterday itself." Because when you give a gift to someone and they do not take it, that gift goes back to them. So Buddha stayed unbothered, and that's what he replied to his younger brother, Ananda. That if I take on to their vulgarity, to their anger, to their sickness and disease, that's going to affect you. But when you give back the gift of hate, of negativity, of disease to the person, like you don't want that gift, it just goes back to them. And this is how you handle the negativity, the toxic society that always wants to tell you that you should not be yourself. You should be in a way that I can control you. You must be the puppet. Why? Because I'm the puppet master. And who's the society? Society is not one person alone. It's a collective, right? It's a total collective. That's why you see all of these people together. Together in what? Together in hate. But as you keep choosing high vibration every single day for yourself, as you keep choosing that, no, I'm not going to not say what I need to say because I fear these people of what they're going to do. The more you keep showing up for yourself, life keeps showing up for you too. This whole game of yin yang war is that the darkness wants to eat the light and the light wants to eat the darkness. Light doesn't want to eat the darkness in a way of acquisition, like I acquired you. It's a merger. Light just wants to spread love and beauty and light. But the darkness is so afraid of that because the darkness completely operates out of their petty little ego. I'm making this house for myself. I'm making this stuff for myself. There's nothing wrong in making house and owning island and having fancy cars and riches. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What is wrong is you trying to put rest of the mankind down. You trying to control. You trying to win that at the cost of others' energy. That is the true sin. And what is all of this louche energy system doing? They're trying to drain you out of your energy. That's why you feel so drained. You do not have any life in yourself. Your eyes are so dead. Your life is toxic because your energy is being drained by the demons. Why do they do that? Because they are greedy. And why does the greed come? What is the root cause of greed? Selfishness. And why does that happen is because of inferiority complex, that I do not have this, so there's something that is lacking in me, so maybe I can just keep on fulfilling myself with that and this and that, and for that they would just go any level to play tricks on anybody else, to get them destroyed, to get their enemies out of their way. This is evil, this is demon. And as you understand this game of life and how that goes, you might be pulled into your heart center many times, wherein your sense of duality fades and then you don't want to fight. But then life pulls you back from that stillness, from that oneness at your heart center. It pulls you back into your mind, into your throat chakra, wherein you are supposed to take action. Because you fully understand your action is not yours. This is a part of the collective. You do not own all of the light. Just like one demon doesn't own all of the darkness. The darkness is a collective. It's a whole half society. And like that is the other half society, which is the conscious collective. And this entire group wants to be of service to the mankind. They are not, they live completely by different system, or they are more about integrity, more about honesty, more aligned to the truth element. This is the energy of truth. This is the truth vibration, as David Icke talks about. On an individual plane, you must say what you need to say. You must create whatever you need to create. And mind you, it's not that you have to, but if you have got a calling, if you have felt the urge to create, you must create. And not think that, oh, who's just going to derive value out of it? What if nobody watches? What if nobody listens? But your existence in itself, you were made out of love. And the society would constantly keep on telling you, like I watched a very beautiful animation yesterday where the, uh, the world is futuristic and everything is taken over by robots and AI. And they're only going to keep the pretty people. So the ugly people, they all just die. Anything that makes you imperfect, like you must stick to a standard of a doll. If you do not look like a doll, you die. So anybody who's not as beautiful and they do not, basically everybody should wear a mask, and that mask has got to be beautiful. If you just stay raw as who you are, you're going to be thrown, axed, and killed in the well. And in that world, there are going to be no older people. All the grandparents are gone because they were ugly. Old was called as ugly because you could not then conform. And the only reason why people would marry is for the children. And when the child grows to 18 years old, and then that child follows on that same mask that he learned from his parents, and then they follow the same pattern of just living like a robot, and they call them a perfect society. Nobody says anything wrong, everything is perfect, and they all sing and dance wearing that mask, living a completely robotic life, falsely faking it as I'm happy, because that's all the algorithm and the rules of the masters allow you, that you cannot be sad, you just should be happy all the time, 24/7. And when the children have grown and they have made their family, these couples and all of the couple who have then by that time gotten elderly, they all are killed because they do not want an ugly society. Everything should be pretty. So if somebody gives birth to a child who's not pretty, that child is also taken out. If you have something that's dysfunctional, that doesn't meet like the standard, what has been put, you're taken out, because it allows only for a pretty world with pretty systems and everything should be pretty. How plastic, how violent. This is violence. Killing your free will is violence. And this is how we live every single day. So there's a price for you telling the truth. They would outcast you. But what's the use of this inclusivity even when you're not being seen for who you are? Just being a bot, and that to a demonic one. That's all you see, zombies. So just allow it. Just allow whatever needs to come through you. Allow that to happen. Because you trying to keep yourself safe and secure and just just being unheard and unseen is going to cause you a lot of suffocation. And that would cause you a lot of sickness because you're not truly vibrating at your own truth. You're not living by the truth because you were too fearful to be yourself, because you were too fearful to be the voice of your own expression. And truly, every life seeks expression. If you don't give it meaning, somebody else will. They will. So you must just do what seems right for you. The demons and the ignorant ones and the rest of the masses are always going to speak other way. Let them. They are doing their thing because that's what seems right to them. Because they're just take a look at this. They stay so much honest to their side of darkness. But when you are the one for light, you must be the light. You must just shine. You must just wake up and shine. And sometimes don't sleep at all. And gradually never sleep because you're just going to be woke all the time. Like what are you truly running away from? Sleep is an escape. Sleep is clearly an escape. If you do feel sleepy because you have done a lot of physical work and you ran 20 kilometers and your body does feel tired and sleepy, that's a different thing. But normal people like us, we do not run 20 kilometers. We are not doing so much external physical work like hammering a rock or something. But all we do is consume. We just keep on consuming the food. We just keep on consuming stuffs. We just keep on consuming videos all the time. So I just picked some tarot cards and this is what came up. King of Wands. This one talks about the King of Wands is a natural born leader of people and very capable and confident in their abilities. The king isn't interested in creativity per se, but rather taking an idea and enlisting others to help in the actualization of it. You have a clear vision of what you want. And the signs that carry this is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. I'm fire element. I'm Saggy. These people are natural born leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, leader, overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. What is the downside of this? People from these sciences, you are impulsive, highly impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unpredictable, unachievable expectations. So probably you might want everything for yourself now, but you know that that's a long journey and probably you might need to commit a lot of years to it. And you're not ready for that. Being in the light doesn't mean you don't have darkness. In the yin yang, how's the symbol like? There's this white, and in the white side, there is a dot of black. And in the black, there is a dot of white. So all the demons also have a bit of angel side in them. And all the angels also have a bit of demon side in them. That's how we mirror each other. And that's why the world is a mirror of you. The demons are attracted to you, people of light, because secretly they also want to be like you. They also want to have this talent of grace, of beauty, of truth, of being of being a true human who could express themselves just as they are. And they so much want to be like you, but since they are not able to, they hate you for that. And the same thing in you, if you're a person of light, what is it that you see in the opposition? What is it that attracts you to the demon side? You see that their ego is strong. And you see to it how they actually do the work with careful planning and they are on it. So you see the good skills in the demons outside too. And you also want to have those skills inside of you without being dark. So what is the learning that you'd get from the gangstalkers? You see their persistence. See, they're so much persistent in in watching over you. They are so much obsessed with you. What is it that you can learn from this about their behavior? That they're honest to the job that they have been paid for. They show up every single day. The job is dark, it's messy, but look at the honesty. Like they are being so honest to their masters who has paid them. Whereas you, a person of light, you might have grand ideas, plans, but you just keep on postponing that. So this is where you see that the demons have a discipline which you don't. So this part is precisely the black in the white. We are not all 100% angels, and the demons are not 100% demons. Demons too have an angelic side, and we, the people of light, we also have a dark side. And this is how we complement each other. This is how these two energies complements each other. And who are you and who are them? At the grand finale value, there is no one. It's all a zero. Everything is zero. This is shunyata. That's what it's called in Buddhism. Shunyata, this entire existence is zero. There's no credit and there's no debit. But it appears so. This all is Maya, as it's coined in Hindu.